great to see you too. I have missed you so much.
Oh, I miss you too. Since I'm not a human and I don't have the COVID, can I give you a smooch on your cheek?
Oh, sure. Oh, thank you. That made my heart feel so good. I have missed you so much. This is an awful lot of food here, Terrance. What's all this for?
Oh, it's for the story today. Yeah, I took it from my mom.
Does your mom know you brought this?
Maybe.
We'll probably have to make sure this all goes home then.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. If we do that, and if we can get it home before she gets home.
And maybe just make sure we tell her thank you.
Yes.
For letting us borrow it for our story.
Yes, thank you, Miss Kelly.
All right. Well, I'm so glad you brought us props.
Oh, props?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this a new word, Miss Kelly?
It is. Props is a shortened version of the word properties. And it's something that we use in the theater.
Oh.
And actors carry these on stage. So a prop is basically anything that an actor carries on stage.
Oh, you're so good about teaching me new words, Miss Kelly.
So we have some great props for our story today, which is going to be stone soup.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Today's story is stone soup.
Stone soup.
Mm-hmm. Now, once upon a time, a weary traveler...
Weary? What's weary, Miss Kelly?
Well, weary is another word for tired.
Oh.
So this traveler had been traveling for a very long time. So not only was she weary, she was also very hungry.
Well, it's a good thing we have all these vegetables.
It certainly is. And as she came into the village, she asked one of the villagers if they had any food to spare.
Oh, she asked them to share.
She did. She asked them to share. And immediately everyone said, absolutely not. We have very little of anything. We're starving ourselves.
Oh. Ooh.
And the mayor and all of the townsfolk went into their homes and they shut their doors, leaving the traveler all alone.
Oh, that's sad, Miss Kelly.
It is. It is very sad. Well, the traveler said, oh, that's okay. I don't need much. If you can't spare any food, do you think you could spare a cooking pot?
Oh.
Well, there was a kind family that lived in the village, and they sent out their children with a cooking pot for the traveler.
Oh, that was nice.
It was very nice. And in this time, they used to cook over top of fires.
Oh, like a campfire. Exactly. I've done that, Miss Kelly. We make s'mores.
Oh, I love s'mores. Well, this traveler was not cooking s'mores, but she did. She built her fire. She filled the cooking pot up with water, and she set it to boil.
Okay.
Now, as it was boiling, she opened up her traveling bag, and out of there, she took 2 very smooth stones.
Stones?
And she said out loud, she said, these are going to make the most delicious stone soup. And she looked in the cooking pot and she said, and I bet at the end of all this, there will probably be enough to share.
Oh, with the whole village?
The whole village. And she put the 2 stones into the pot to boil. And as they boiled, she smelled the aroma and she said, that smells delicious. But you know what would add a lot to this stone soup?
What?
I just wish I had, a pepper.
A pepper? Miss Kelly, we have a pepper.
You have a pepper?
Yeah.
Whoop. We have a pepper. So, she chopped up the pepper. She put it into the cooking pot to boil.
Oh.
And pretty soon, the aroma of peppers began to waft from the cooking pot. She said, that is smelling like some delicious stone soup. If only I had just 1 potato.
Miss Kelly!
What?
We have a potato!
You do?
Yeah!
So, one of the villagers came out with a potato. They chopped it up and they tossed it into the cooking pot.
Oh.
After a while, she tasted the soup and she said, this is going to be the most delicious stone soup. If only I had just a few carrots.
Miss Kelly!
Yes.
We have some carrots!
We do!
Yay!
And so, a couple of the villagers brought out some carrots. They chopped them up and they put them in the cooking pot.
Oh.
It was beginning to smell so delicious. The traveler again tasted that soup and she said, this is amazing. And before she could even ask for anything, out came 2 more villagers, and they said, one of them said, we have some leeks, and the other one said, we have some cabbage.
Miss Kelly, we have leeks and cabbage too.
And so they put the leeks and the cabbage into
You're a
the
good
cooking pot.
catch, Miss Kelly.
Thank you, Terrance. They put the leeks and the cabbage into the soup. The traveler tasted that stone soup and she said, this is so delicious. This might be the most delicious stone soup I have ever made. But I think this could be the best if it just had perhaps a few beets.
Miss Kelly, we have beets.
We do.
Yeah.
So they chopped up the beets and they put it into the cooking pot. Now that was boiling and simmering and bubbling, and the aroma was moving through the village, and pretty soon windows and doors began to open, and villagers slowly began to come out of their houses.
Because of the smell. Oh.
And each one of them added something that they had to that stone soup.
Oh, like what, Miss Kelly?
Well, the butcher brought a side of meat, and they chopped that up and added it. And after it was all finished boiling, and they tasted it and determined that it was ready to be eaten, the baker went back to her shop and brought out a few loaves of bread. Although they couldn't add that to the soup.
Fresh bread, Miss Kelly?
Yep, fresh bread. They could eat it with the soup.
That sounds wonderful.
So everyone brought their bowls from their homes. And the traveler spooned out a little bit into each one of their bowls.
Yeah?
And they all ate the most delicious stone soup together.
Oh.
The mayor said, 3 cheers for this traveler.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
For making the most delicious stone soup. But how did you make it with just 2 stones?
Yeah.
Now
How, Miss Kelly?
That is the secret, said the traveler. You see, I started with just 2 stones, but because of the generosity of your village, we were able to make a delicious meal that not only fed me, but fed the entire village, because together we are better.
Oh, Miss Kelly, that's such a good story for right now, because when we all come together and each give a little bit, it makes a huge difference.
It does. And you know what, Terrance? Just recently in our area, in the Sarasota County area, we had something called the Giving Challenge. And people were asked to not make huge donations, but everyone was asked to donate anywhere between $25 to $100.
Yeah.
And everyone gave what they could in those amounts. And those amounts turned into huge sums for lots and lots of different organizations in our
Miss Kelly,
area.
that's wonderful. It's just like the soup. Everybody gave a little bit and made a huge difference together.
They sure did.
Boy,
And
I hope we can continue doing things like this.
I hope so too. Well, you know what? We should probably collect these things and get them back to your mom because she might want to use them for dinner tonight.
I know, I think so too. And besides, after this story, I'm kind of hungry myself.
Well, I promise I will not put any stones in your dinner.
Well, that's good. I might break my beak.
Oh, we don't want that. That would be very bad. But these vegetables would make a delicious meal for anyone.
Well, Miss Kelly, thank you again for a wonderful story.
Oh, you're so welcome, Terrance. Have a nice night.
You too.
Thank you for listening.